Mahua Moitra, thanks very much for being with us. The key point, you stand by your comments. You believe you are stating a fact that Mahua Kaali can be interpreted and worshipped and visualized in different ways.
Yes, Vishnu, I'm a Kali worshipper. I'm a devotee of Shakti, and this is the way she's been worshipped for thousands of years. I challenge the BJP anywhere in Bengal or anywhere in India to prove me wrong, to prove that anything that I've said is wrong. They filed FIRs, and in Bengal, in every PS that they filed an FIR, within 5 kilometers of that police station, there will be a Kali temple where Mahua Kaali will be worshipped in the manner that I have said. In Madhya Pradesh, in Bhopal, the chief minister said that apparently, he's filed an FIR. I asked him to move 200 kilometers from Bhopal to Ujjain, where the Kal Bhairav temple is, where the goddess is offered alcohol every single day. I asked him, and I asked the government in Madhya Pradesh, the BJP government, to place on affidavit in the Jabalpur High Court that this does not happen. I will take back my words. Okay, the BJP has a government in Assam. The Kamakhya temple is a Shakti Peeth in Assam. I challenge the BJP government in Assam to put on affidavit in the Guwahati High Court that this does not happen in Kamakhya. I challenge the BJP government in Assam to legislate that this will not happen. In Tripura, in 2019, the High Court had said that animal sacrifice should be stopped within the precincts of any temple in the state of Tripura. The government of Tripura has 2019 filed an SLP currently on appeal in the Supreme Court against that order. I asked them to take it back. The BJP Women's Morcha, I didn't even know they had something like that, but apparently they've gone to Calcutta and filed 55 complaints. I'm sure it's an auspicious number by something or the other. I asked the BJP Women's Morcha, please put out a resolution saying all your women members cannot worship Kali with Karon and Mangshobhog. I will take back my words. You see, Vishnu, what's happened is the BJP's idea of a monolithic, patriarchal, North Indian, Brahminical religion, they're trying to establish it. And all of us have somehow got scared, including you and most of my friends and family. They're like, why do you get into this, Mahua? Why do you get into this? Arey, leave it now. If we don't get into it, then their idea will prevail.
No, but Mahua, there's another question. And the question is that you made those remarks. You might be factually correct. But in the present context, you made it to offend. So how would you respond to that?
I did not make it to offend. The present context, I didn't. There are two. This is where the biggest problem with the media is, that you simply cannot choose what is right and what is wrong. I am a practicing Hindu. I'm a practicing Kali worshipper. There are two questions here. The question was on some poster. I didn't even answer the question. I am not even backing the poster or what has been shown in the poster. I have not seen the film. I have not seen the poster. I have not seen the film. I have not said a word about it. So anyone's talking about and putting in a headline that Mahua Moitra is defending the poster is talking rubbish, because I haven't seen the poster, and on the program on live TV, I said nothing about it. I don't endorse it. I haven't even seen it. That's the first thing. The second thing is, when you're talking about Section 295A, Section 295A is very clear. That's the section under which all FIRs are filed. Nupur Sharma. In the state of UP, Ramji Lal Modi versus state of UP 1957, there was a Supreme Court Constitution bench. It was crystal clear. They said the IPC offense under 295A is made out only if there's an aggravated form of insult to religion which are calculated to hurt feelings of a particular class. Now, in this case, I am a Hindu. I am a practicing Hindu. Who is anyone to tell me whose sentiment is being hurt? In Nupur's case, they said, why Nupur, why not you? In Nupur's case, she was talking about somebody else's faith, targeting some between religions. In my case, it is
You're talking about your own faith. All right.
My own. The second point is this. She said it to denigrate the prophet. I said it to celebrate the goddess. This is how we celebrate the goddess. There's a very big difference. And I guarantee any FIR, anywhere, any court of the land, I ask any SHO, any IO, any justice to put down exactly how this is an offense. And I ask the BJP to put on affidavit that Kali is not worshipped like this. And I will defend this till I die.
All right. Mahua Moitra, do you feel let down by your own Trinamool Congress, who've completely distanced themselves from your remarks?
Not at all. That's between my party and me. I'm not going to make that fodder for the national press. And that's between my party and me. I'm sure we'll sort it out at the appropriate forum.
You're optimistic about sorting this out because they've distanced themselves completely.
I'm a staunch soldier of the party, and I'm a staunch soldier, more importantly, of Mamata Banerjee. And I don't think there's anything happened between me and my party. And if there is, that's something I will sort out at a separate level, certainly not on national television. But this is a fight between BJP's idea of a monolithic, patriarchal, homogeneous idea of Hinduism that I will stand against till the day I die. And anyone who tells me, Mahua, do not wade into this, is feeding the BJP frenzy. So I'm standing clear against that.
But you've you're no longer on the Trinamool Congress's handle on Twitter now. I mean,
I follow Mamata Banerjee. I think it's irrelevant. I mean, I follow Mamata Banerjee. It's Mamata Banerjee's party. I follow Mamata Banerjee.
So you're sending a message?
I don't know what message I'm sending and how this is even relevant, but I follow Mamata Banerjee. She's
we'll get back to the key issue, but I have to ask you this because it's been reported everywhere, Mahua.
Your job is to report it. Your job is to report it. The issue is...
And ask it, so I'm asking you.
So I'm answering it, that I follow Mamata Banerjee. That's my answer.
Are you upset with leaders of the Trinamool Congress apart from Mamata?
Again, Vishnu, the issue is this. The problem why all this happened was because the India Today anchor was not prepared. The topic of the show was federalism, and the poor anchor came unprepared to the show. So he asked one question on federalism and 200 other questions. Your point today is to talk about and to stand up to hear my point of view on why it is so necessary to fight the BJP on our ground. And that's what I'm going to talk about. So
Mahua, let me ask you about this. The Trinamool came to power on a plank of diversity in the past, and how there was no one homogeneous definition of Hinduism or, for that matter, any faith. Do you feel the Trinamool is therefore succumbing to a definition of worship, in this case about Mahua Kaali, which is not necessarily theirs, which has been one which celebrates diversity in Hinduism?
Thank you, Vishnu. I am, like I said, a strong soldier of the Trinamool, and the Trinamool has always stood for diversity and for protecting Bengal from outsiders who believe that, this homogenized version of Hinduism, one size fits all. In 2021, that was our plank. And that, as a proud Bengali, as a proud Trinamooli, and as a proud Hindu, that's what I'm willing to put out there, that there is that diversity in everything stands. And this BJP tack, you can't be all things to all people, BJP. If you want me to take back my words, please file an affidavit that Kali is not worshipped like this in every state, in Bengal and outside. Till such time, zip up.
Do you believe, Mahua, that, and this is a political question, I'm not asking you about differences within the Trinamool Congress, but do you feel that had the Trinamool Congress taken a different position, a position which was yours, then they politically would not have ceded ground, which they may be interpreted as having ceded on this particular issue, which is a national issue?
These are all very hypothetical questions. There's only time will tell. These are very hypothetical questions. I'm not sure that this is very relevant now. I think the issue today is obviously all this hype. It's a bit of a storm in a teacup, because, like I've said, that Section 295A, this is not the same thing as Nipur. What the BJP want to do politically is to get the heat taken off Nupur. They want to say, oh, you guys demanded Nupur to be arrested. Look at Mahua Moitra. She's done the same thing. She should be arrested. Mahua Moitra standing here and explaining to you exactly using the law how it's not the same thing. In Bengali, we have a saying, Rabindranath's dadi and Ramchhagaler dadi ek noy. So Rabindranath's beard and that of a billy goat are never the same thing. So these two offenses are not the same. I will defend it till I die, and I challenge the BJP to prove me otherwise.
So Mahua, how many FIRs have there been filed against you at this stage? 2, right?
I'm not sure. I think there was one in Bhopal, but what I found very amusing was there was one in Calcutta where it was a laughable FIR. It was brilliant. It offended my sentiments, as a friend of mine put it. This offends my sensibilities as a lawyer friend of mine put it. But it said, had written at the bottom was, received 55 other complaints. So it was 1 plus 56. So
do you believe you're being or you're possibly going to be targeted with FIRs across the country, or
like I said, if there is such an FIR, I look forward to going to every single court that the FIR comes up in and asking the other side to place an affidavit. This doesn't happen.
Is there a real danger, Mahua, that FIRs are being filed for any statement on any aspect of Hindutva, that this outrage is essentially manufactured?
This is completely manufactured Hinduism, and it's working to this extent where Look at my situation. For example, so many people are calling me and saying, Mahua, we stand with you, but why do you get into all this? In today's context, one shouldn't talk about religion. I don't want to live in an India where I can't talk about my religion. I don't want to live in an India where there's an elephant in the room and we are accepting BJP's idea of this monolithic patriarchal religion. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. We have to be able to have sane conversations and stand up for what I believe in. And I will believe that and stand up for it till the day I die. I am not scared. I'm not in hiding like Nupur Sharma. Nobody's given me security. I'm sitting in my bedroom, in my constituency, in Karimpur, Nadia. So bring it on.
All right, Mahua Moitra, as feisty as ever, and you're sticking to whatever it is that you've said. Thank you so much for clarifying your position. Thank you very much indeed.